Yeah. So, first of all, good morning and welcome to the session.
Good morning, Rajni. Good morning. It's a wonderful morning. Because of you, I'm meeting you for the first time, and I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking about it that I'll make a conversation video with you, and this is the day.
Okay. Yes, I'm also very excited and looking forward to have a lovely conversation with you. It's been really a
Yeah,
long
it is.
time that we have been planning for it. And first, I want to tell you that when I saw your videos on YouTube for the very first time, I really liked those videos and I admire the work you do. And I admire the I think practices that you do at home and then
Oh,
you create the content for other learners, which is like you are working for yourself at the same time you are helping other learners too, which is a superb
yeah.
guidance. Thank you. And thank you so much for joining me today and for
Yes.
be here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also feeling wonderful. Actually, I just started before yesterday, and
Mm,
I've been having so many conversations throughout the day. I think more than three conversations throughout the day. But I'm enjoying. So
I
many
can
people
feel
are,
that. When I
yeah.
started my journey, I was also used to have a lot of sessions throughout the day. But nowadays, like it's two or sometimes one, or sometimes like for the last 1 week, I didn't do any conversation with anyone. I was
Mm,
like just taking sessions with the learners who are learning with me. Only those
mm,
sessions I was taking, but not the conversations which I upload on YouTube channel. So, and again, I was not
yeah,
feeling well last week, so that is why I took the
yeah,
break.
because,
And yeah, and today I have started it again. So before you, I had a session with the Sunita Rawat from Uttarakhand.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I just had,
Okay, you had
yeah,
a
just
session with
before.
her.
Yeah, yeah, I
Ah,
uploaded with on my channel.
okay.
She's wonderful. She's also
She is
good.
wonderful.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, she
everybody is
keeps
wonderful.
that keeps that poised demeanor while talking to others, which I
Mm,
always like about others. So yeah, so it is really a lovely morning. And now it's you,
mm.
like we have been waiting for so long. So first, tell me, about yourself a little bit. I know your name, Rahul.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but
Other than that,
mm,
hmm.
okay. So as you know, and so many viewers are also know. I think that my name is Rahul Doon, and I'm from Jaipur. And I just completed my graduation this year. Before that, when I was pursuing my college, that time I was also doing some jobs. I did several jobs on a different I
Domain.
mean domain. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
teacher, I was a teacher, I was a HR, I was a tele sales, a kind of things. So I did
Mm-hmm.
think those jobs, and I loved that because we should
Mm-hmm.
do a job. That time we will learn a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my, professional journey, I can say. And if I tell you about my family, my father is a farmer, and I'm living in a village, so it's a good thing. Like but sometimes I'm also feeling that I should, go somewhere else because, things are not good somewhere we are living, but we think that, oh, this thing is, missing right here. We should go.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is, thinking in this way, but it's a good life is going in a good way. I'm doing what I'm loving so much, and also I'm a book lover, and as I'm also seeing you are also, book lover kind of. You put in
Mm-hmm.
so many books behind you, so I'm also reading so many books, a kind of self-help, non-fiction books about spirituality, manifestation, about self-love. So I've been reading so many books since 2021, because
Mm-hmm.
that time, I was studying for NEET exam. Everybody knows about NEET. So that time I was very alone, I can say, because I was, living alone, and I was feeling more, there's no person with me. And when we are in our school or in our college, that time we are not that much confidence about our looks and about our things that we are doing. So I faced this thing, and that time I came across with a video called "The Secret," a kind
Mm-hmm.
of how
Oh
law
my
of
goodness.
attraction works. Yeah, so law of attraction is amazing thing at that
Mm-hmm.
time, as I, found, and I start using law of attraction more and more in my life, and I started reading so much books, and in 2019, yeah, I did meditation for the first time. And after I've been doing this meditation occasionally, not, but I think 2 or 3 days in a week I'm doing. And
Still.
whenever I feel, yeah, whenever I feel that I should do this, that I can. Because I know that if something is going wrong in my life, this is my fault. This is not other people's
Mm-hmm.
fault. Every
Mm-hmm.
single thing that are happening in my life, in your life, in viewers' life,
Mm-hmm.
everything is, about our ourselves or what we are thinking in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing that I'm
Wow.
having the no.
Wow, a lot of things you have shared, like reading
Yeah.
books, spirituality, meditation, law of attraction, loneliness, prepared for something, tried different jobs, now into YouTube, a lot of things. So, would definitely love to discuss in detail. But yeah, before we proceed further, let me introduce myself too. So, as you
Yeah.
know, my name is Rajni Verma. I'm from Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. And the good
Mhm.
part is that I was also there in Jaipur for last 2 years, but we never met before.
Yeah.
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 So I
Yeah.
started
We
my
will meet.
journey from there itself. Like when I shifted to Jaipur in 2022, and only then, August 22, I shifted, and only then I started my speaking, reading, or YouTube journey all together, like all three
Mm.
journeys together. Yeah.
At that time you started learning English.
Yes. In
Oh, that's good.
2022. Yes. And I have done my graduation only in Korean language from JNU New Delhi. And
Mm.
after that, I haven't done anything, only graduation I have done. And
I'm
if I
also. I
took,
don't want. I'm also thinking to do nothing in my future because
okay.
education is thing that I found.
Hmm. Hmm. And
You
if I
should
talk
focus on
about
skill. Yeah. Yeah.
my
Go ahead.
hobbies, I, as like just like you, the same genre I enjoy, which is
Mhm.
kind of spirituality, then non-fiction, self-help.
Mm.
These books I read a lot, and I enjoy talking to people a lot. Nowadays,
Mhm.
writing is one more, we can say, thing which I am enjoying thoroughly because I
Right.
write with group of people. So we
Mm.
there we learn others' perspective. We that broadens our mindset, that broadens our knowledge. At the same time, I learn words,
Mm.
and at the same time, I'm able to use the words while I'm learning the words which I'm learning. So the writing is one which I enjoy nowadays. And I am completely content with my life and with the things what I do. Yes, and I run a YouTube channel too, which
Mm.
is Try to Thrive.
Yeah.
I shouldn't,
Yeah.
I should,
Everybody is.
I never, I think mentioned that. Yeah. So that's all about
Mm.
me.
That's a good thing. You are wonderful. Everybody's wonderful. Yes.
And that shows the positive mindset. Like, once you are in the spiritual journey, you see everybody's good. Everybody's like, you start vibing in
Mm.
that positive manner, and your
Yeah. Yeah.
aura is a way more positive than whenever you meet anyone. You feel like they are good, because you are
Mm.
generating the positive energy around
Mm.
you, and you are keeping that shield around you. That is why you feel that everybody is good, everybody is great. And this is a
Yeah.
good thing, I guess. Like, we start living the
Yeah.
life actually.
Yeah. Actually, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so I want to know, you have done your MBA, right?
Great. The
Okay, so
graduation
from
BSc. I did BSc.
BSc, okay, from there to YouTube, what is that? First tell me. What
Hmm.
inspired you to start
If
it?
I tell you about my YouTube journey, actually, when I was in my 11th standard,
Mm-hmm.
in 2017, that time I started and I used to making
Oh.
videos, but that time I was making a kind of vlogs and I made so many comedy videos also. So, but
Mm.
my family and my relatives doesn't, don't relate with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rahul, why are you doing this? We are not that kind of family. They told me so. So I stopped that. But every time, in myself, like there is something that pushing me to make videos on YouTube and talking with just a lot of people. And
Mm.
in 2021, after 2021, I became so much, extrovert person. I can easily talk to anyone and I can express myself even in public places. I'm not a
Mm.
public speaker, but I can, share. So this is
Manage.
the
Yeah.
thing. I can manage. So, and also I used to, make videos in Hindi before, but I
Mm.
recently, got rejected from a job interview. And they
Mm-hmm.
told me that why you are doing this thing, and so much things they, told me, and I
Mm.
felt bad. I felt that why, Rahul, what are you doing?
Mm.
So I decided to learn this language, I mean, desperately or, with attention, like. So I start giving too much attention to it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing any other things. I'm fully focused on YouTube and my English journey because
Mm.
I have given myself a proper time that I will give myself at least 6 months, till December.
Mm-hmm.
So we should give a proper time, and I wrote
Yes.
down my goals, what I will do when I achieved this kind of fluency.
Mhm.
So I did these things. I just started. When I started, I usually, I uploaded some kind of vlogs, and
Okay.
that time I was not that much fluent. I just shared that, let's see what happened. But it's happened. I mean, good thing
Great.
happened. Like
Great.
I got my first 1,000 subscriber. Before that, I never, got it. But I'm
Okay.
feeling good. And now I
Mm.
decided to take YouTube seriously because I have good knowledge about YouTube, about editing, about,
Mm.
scripting, whatever. Because I did these things. So this is a journey that I did and I'm doing.
Great. So in when you started your YouTube channel in 2017, that didn't work well. Yeah.
Yeah, that time I just, knew that how to make a channel
But the good
and
thing is that you grabbed the knowledge. Now you are skilled in this field. Like I have seen
Yes,
your
yes.
videos, your editing and your thumbnails. Like they're great. Somewhere you are
Mm.
able to grab the attention of people. So that's
Mm.
great. And
Yeah.
that's what I stumbled to
Mm.
watch your video. Like your thumbnail made me to watch it. First impression is
Mm.
that, right? Yeah. So then
And
I
you know what?
realized
Yeah,
that.
this is
Mm-hmm.
this is good thing. We should focus on thumbnail. So many people
Mm,
and even viewers that are watching
I
us
am
right
not good
now,
at it.
they are also, yeah, they are
Huh.
also, want to make videos. But
Mm,
as I have seen that so many English learners or making videos like us, they are not putting efforts on editing. They are just shared. And I've seen so
I
many
am one of them.
videos. Yeah, but you are quite good than other people. So I've seen that people shared good knowledge, but they
Mm,
are they can't able to grab the attention. And it's
mm,
not a kind of algorithm. We every time we are saying that it's a algorithm, it's work this
mm,
that. There
mm,
YouTube, behind this YouTube there is a people, lot of people. We
mm,
should track people's, not algorithm.
mm,
So I'm a kind of person, I know that how it
mm.
works, but
You have done a lot of research, and because of the
yeah,
experience
research.
that you had in this field, and because of that, you are able to.
Hmm.
Great. So everything you do by yourself, right? The editing videos and making
Yeah,
thumbnails.
everything by myself.
Great. Okay.
And also, yeah, I'm also helping people like whoever watching right now. If you want to, make a
Mm-hmm.
kind of thumbnail and editing, I will share everything. Just let
Mm.
us know in the comment box.
Yeah, that also you can create a solo different videos where you can just
Hmm.
share these
I
things.
will
This will
create
help.
if people
Yes,
told me.
because they are little. I found them catchy, so I think you should
Hmm.
share the
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think applications you use or the software you use
Hmm.
or how you do it, how others can do. Because many people in this field itself, like the genre we are
Hmm.
taking, which is English, definitely they will consider it or they will learn from you. So you should make those
Yeah.
videos too. Okay, so comedy. You started comedy. I'm not pronouncing it right.
Comedy. Correct?
Comedy. Okay, okay.
यही है
So,
पंजाबी पंजाबी
for comedy, we need a great, I can say, gigantic sense of humor, right?
हम्म
So, how did you do it? Did you read a lot? Did you watch a lot of comedians first, or did you watch a lot of movies, or how it evolved in you?
yeah, I'm sharing for the first time this thing. And when I was in school, I used to make fun with my friends. about,
Mm.
on other people and other students.
Oh.
So I used to kind of funny person in my
Mm.
school, but that time I was a child. I was a, kind of not child, but I was a kid. What I can say, I was a student, a kind of, I'm not here. At that time, I was not having the kind of sense. I
Mm.
mean, responsibility, and to do something. I was just, enjoy my life. So I can
मस्त मोला टाइप.
हाँ कह सकते हैं. So
हाँ.
that time I was just doing all these things. But as I mentioned that I made my video, I mean made my channel for the first time, and after
Mm-hmm.
that I used to watch BB ki Vines, if you
Ah,
know about BB Boo and Bam.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
Everyone
So
knows, I think.
and I was, I'm a kind of creative person. I can easily create different characters. So I used to, make different characters by my
Mm-hmm.
own, and I was making uploading video, and so many my friends and my even my school teachers are so very, they were admiring me that Rahul, you are
Mm-hmm.
doing such a good thing, and you will
Mm-hmm.
definitely become the next good YouTuber. But my family don't allowed me that
Mm-hmm.
no, this is not a good thing, because that time I
Mm-hmm.
was making videos in Hindi, so they can easily relate what I was saying at that time. And
Mm-hmm.
nowadays they can't able to understand more
They are
of
not able to.
they. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay, okay.
even that time when they stopped me, I thought about it that I will make videos in English, and they you will can't understand that.
You should not share
So
the channel link with anyone. Like when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't share
mm,
with anyone. When I received my first payment from YouTube,
oh,
only that time my parents got to know. Like I share with my family. So before that,
yeah,
nobody
but I
knew about it.
mm,
Do not just share with anyone.
yeah.
And then only you will get the real audience too. When you are not
Mm,
sharing the links with everyone, there is no meaning of
yeah,
sharing it. Hmm. So it
you're
means
right,
it was
but
inherent. The comedy was inherent already. But I think you should keep that. If not making videos, keep writing jokes, keep listening to others, keep broadening these
yeah,
things. Because one day, if you get a chance to go somewhere and give a speech or anything, or motivate others, or share your
stand up
English
comedy.
learning journey, there in between you can add that flavor that will make more even
Mm.
attractive.
Yeah, I'm also thinking to make a kind of solo videos in a
It's
fun
great.
way to
It's
learn
great.
grammar. I'm
Mm.
thinking to make a separate
So,
grammatical thing videos.
mm. So there are two things, like, first I know, which is you are Libra, right? And people,
What I am?
you are Libra, right?
इसका
Horoscope.
मतलब?
Your horoscope is Libra, Tula, right?
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't believe
Yeah,
in it. Do you believe in it?
yeah. I don't know. Tell me. What is this?
Okay. So you are Libra. That is why I know. Like people, I know mine. That is why I'm saying. So we are like creative and we want to explore a lot of fields, right? But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Libras, what happens, according to whatever I have experienced till now, I have met a lot of Libras in my life. Okay. So I can relate with them
Mhm.
easily. So they are in
Yeah,
everything,
yeah. Tell me,
they
tell me.
want
Yes,
to
yes.
be a little perfectionist too. Sometimes they get a little anger issues, but we understand way more clearly ourselves after a certain period of time. Like these
Mm.
are the issues I have, and these are the things I need to work upon. And sometimes immediately we forget, but then we try to track the things again. But I want to
Mm.
ask you, like, creativity, and then next thing is like some people are introverts. Like I am also creative, but I'm an introvert. But in your case, you
Mm.
are creative but an extrovert, right? Hmm. So I think it becomes easier for people who are creative and at the same time extroverts. And it was
Yeah,
difficult always for me. I keep all the things with myself. It's really a little
yeah.
challenging for me to share. But over a, I guess we can say couple of years, I have just,
Mm.
worked upon the confidence and to come out of
Mm.
comfort zone. As you share that you even can manage in public places too while talking to people. It is a little difficult for me. So when some eyes look at me, it becomes difficult for me to even walk properly.
Yeah. I can
Whenever I go
understand.
to a party or somewhere, like I don't know why people like start staring. and it becomes
Mm.
it makes me nervous that how to walk now, how to just eat properly when people are
Mm.
looking at you. I don't know why, but I feel so. What is your take on it, like creative introvert and creative
Mm.
extroverts?
Yeah, in my college days, I was not like, when I was in school days and college days, that time I was not a extrovert person. I was very introvert. I was very
Mm,
shy, kind of. Couldn't able to, ask my teacher that what is this, that,
same.
whatever.
Mm,
Yeah, but when I shared that I started my not shared, but I started reading books and my self-love journey. Self-love is the wonderful thing. I did these things. I started reading books.
mm-hmm.
That book was "You Can Heal Your Life." "You Can Heal Your Life" is the best book by Louis L. Hay.
Mm,
I read
okay.
that, and I, start practicing all those things, like
Mm,
talking to me in front of mirror and accepting my body shape or
mm,
everything, like what's my hair, what's my cheeks, and every single thing. We should accept ourselves. At that time, I was, able to get the confidence that
mm,
yes, I am something.
mm,
So I did this thing, and after that, I can easily, in public place, that time I can easily talk with boys. You know,
mm,
"Oh, भाई, क्या कर रहा है, कहाँ से है?" ये सब चीजें. But I never talked with a girl at that time.
mm,
But recently, when I, got this confidence, I start talking, chatting on Instagram with girls, and
mm,
I came across with so many, creators. They told, they shared that we should talk with opposite gender. That
mm,
time we will, get more good things. And girls
mm,
are really wonderful. They are doing so many good things that boys
mm,
are not doing. So I started talking with girls so much,
mm,
and uh, I made so many friends, female friends, and I'm
mm,
having right now, hang out with them. Not too
mm,
much, but sometimes whenever I had time.
mm,
So I did these things, and nowadays I can easily talk even a girl. I was in Rishikesh before last year. I mean, no, no,
mm,
last year, last week, in last
mm,
week. So I spoke with so many, girls from different countries. One was from Russia, and one was from Israel, and one was from other countries. And I, I mean, intentionally, I talked with girls. I can talk with boys, but intentionally, I talk with girls
in
because,
order to come out of the comfort zone,
yeah, yeah, that is
push
the
your
thing.
boundaries.
Yeah, but also she
Mm.
was beautiful. So, I mean, that is the thing. We
Great,
should talk.
great.
Whenever we feel good, we should talk, no matter like
Yes.
what.
And we should give these compliments. If you feel good, if you feel that
Hmm.
somebody, something about anyone, you should just give the
Yeah, I
compliment.
give.
Okay. And that's great that you took the initiative. I talked once to a foreigner, not native, but a foreigner. I posted on my community post too the picture and the story also I wrote down there. I was great. Like for the very first time I talked because you are from Jaipur, right? So Jaipur, you have a lot of places where you can go and talk to, I think, foreigners, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What happened with
But
me
I'm not.
one, like I guess maybe 4 or 5 times I went to different places when I was there in
Mhm.
Jaipur, like Nahargarh or Amer Fort. Used
Mm.
to sit and used to observe them, but didn't have the guts to go and strike up a conversation with them. So that
I
made
know.
me even more underconfident, and I started,
Mm.
doubting myself, like I'm not able to do it. One day,
Mm.
I got a chance to meet somebody in the Central Park. I went in the evening. There
Center
was no
Park. Okay.
intention. Like I went to those places intentionally and was not able to. But in the evening, I went to just play badminton, and there was
Mm-hmm.
no intention to talk to anyone. And when I saw the person, I just immediately I didn't give my mind to think anything. So one when you give the time to think, then a lot of doubts, a lot of questions starts coming like, okay, I
Mm.
cannot do it, or he is just a stranger, I'm an introvert, all these things. So I didn't give the time to my mind to think anything. I just threw away the badminton. I went to him and I started talking. So we talked for 15 to 20 minutes and then we played badminton together for 1 hour. So then I
That's a
was
good
like,
thing.
wow. Like when you really take these kind of
I can do.
initiatives, that really helps you to come out of your comfort zone and become a little extrovert. But again, I have shifted now to home, so it's I don't go out like much. So I spend
Mhm.
my time here only. Now I have options only to talk online.
Mm. Even
Yeah.
online we can do. In these days, I'm, looking for foreign people. So many, foreign small creators. I
Hmm.
emailed them, and one of them
Wow.
also, agree to make a collab, a
I'm
kind
also
of.
thinking, yes.
Yeah. And I will
In
do.
order
I will
in
do.
order to become advanced speaker, I think now I need to
Hmm.
uh converse with foreigners or from with natives. So
And
I'm also
hmm,
thinking to create such videos, or at least have conversation with those people too.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we should do, because they are also having good knowledge about the
Mm,
spiritual things and about life. So I said, I
mm.
mean, I emailed them to talk about their life, what's going on, how they are managing all the things. So I will do in future, definitely.
Mhm. So now I want to know a little bit about your English learning journey too. When it started, what triggered you to speak English? Okay, you have shared that once you got rejected from an interview, and that triggered you to start the YouTube channel as well as the English learning journey, right? So I
In
want to
English,
know
yeah.
the ways how you have learned it.
I mean, okay, in English.
Hmm.
So last year, when I started doing a job as a teacher, I purchased a one-on-one call sessions from Joe's Skill app. There is
Okay.
app everybody knows. So I purchased the subscription. I start talking with people, different
Hmm.
people, and I
Mm-hmm.
used to. I mean, I talked occasionally, not regularly,
Hmm.
because I was also doing job, because I was a teacher in CBSC school, English medium school. I was
Hmm.
from Hindi medium, but I was, teaching CBSC 10th
Mm-hmm.
standard,
Mm-hmm.
10th class.
Mm-hmm.
So I was teaching science. So that time I thought that I should learn this language at any cost, because I failed it. So I
Hmm.
started, but that time I was not that much, that much. I mean, desperate about it, because that time I was having job and my life is going in a good way. But
Mhm.
when I quit my job, I quit intentionally, because I don't, got this more interesting, because so much hectic things as a teacher.
Mm. Mm.
So I quit that and I start, giving so much interviews. And I feel that English is required in a corporate sector when we want to
Absolutely.
get a good salary. People
Hmm.
used to, they were giving me around 15,000, 20,000. But when I have the knowledge about English speaking, that time I can easily earn around 30,000, 35,000.
Mm.
So I thought that I should do this, and I got
Mhm.
also, I got rejected, and they insult me, I can say. See,
Mm.
there is so many girls out there, HR, so I decided that first I should, go for my English, and then I'll do whatever I want to do. And nowadays
Mm.
I'm thinking to, pursue my YouTube career, only
हाँ
YouTube
या और
career.
लिब्रास को जब कोई ऐसे हिट कर दे ना लाइक इंसल्ट और समथिंग लाइक दैट दे टेक इट सो सीरियस
Yeah,
start
yeah, yeah,
working
yeah.
on it. That's
Yes,
also
yes.
I have observed. Do you read
Yeah,
your
but
horoscope every day?
horoscope, no, no. ऐसा तो कुछ
Mm.
नहीं. I'm not doing this.
Okay, I read
But
sometimes, like once in a blue moon I
okay,
read.
good, good,
For
good.
the month, like what's in the month, what are the things I need to keep
Mm-hmm.
in mind? If it is related to health, if it is related to mind, or like I need to focus on
Mm-hmm.
the words which I'm using. Sometimes, we are like short temper issues. I had, so it can trigger any time. I have to be mindful
Mm-hmm.
for about it. Like that's why I do the breathing exercises and the yoga, so I can be mindful what kind of words I'm using while talking to people. So in order to be, careful about my life, I once in a blue moon, like for the month, I just read a bit about it and I believe in it.
Yeah, good, good. Everybody's, have their own belief system. So
Yes.
whatever you believe, you will become,
Yeah.
definitely.
So tell me, how are
Yeah.
you, expanding your dictionary?
Dictionary.
Yeah. How are you
Huh?
learning words?
Words. Yeah, yeah. I used to watch so many content creators from,
Hmm.
the other countries. and I try to understand what they are saying. So in this
Mm-hmm.
way I learn it. And also I'm using, if I show you that I'm having Google Translate application. There is a application that we
Mm-hmm.
can use. So this is Google Translate, and
Mm-hmm.
here we have the separate phrase book. So
Oh,
whenever I found a new word, then I went for on Google Translate and I write down all the things that what was the word, and then I put it in my phrase book. So I'm having so many words, so I'm
wow.
using all words
So you have
and I
created
repeat
a
it.
separate dictionary for yourself.
What I
That's
learn it,
important.
what
Mm.
I got. So in this way, I'm learning my vocabularies, and I read so many. I'm reading so many books in English, but I thought that reading a book for a beginner. When I started reading English book for the first time, I felt that this is not a kind of interesting thing, because books are very highly made with proficient words.
Yeah.
So in this case, like if beginners are watching right now, everybody is beginner, I think intermediate or beginner level. So you should just convert your all life scenes in English, and if you have any kind of mistakes and if you stuck somewhere, go on your Google Translate app and convert your scene whatever, and just add this
But
for.
people are not ready to put these much efforts into the practice, which what I have
That is the
observed.
thing, that is the
They
thing.
have desire, but they are not ready to put efforts in the,
Hmm.
like the required amount, which is somewhere missing. So when they see others, like I started my journey and I was very bad at English. Believe me, I was in a
Hmm.
minus. So it was
Hmm.
really difficult for me, but I did it because I used to read and listen to people for many many hours, like highest for many for a few days, like 2 to 3 days I listened to podcast and conversations and English speeches for 12
Hmm.
hours. And after that,
Hmm.
like 5 hours was like very normal. 5 hours I'm doing the reading or the listening, maybe 2 hours reading and then listening. Many a times I have done that. And then when I started
Hmm.
speaking, when I started talking to people, like many sessions in a day, like 5, 10, there is no like limit.
Hmm.
So that's what I have done. And people are not ready to do it. And along the way, like when you are in the journey, you find the methods that work well for you. So you have to just
Hmm.
first experiment each method that you are getting from others. So many people are sharing their
Hmm.
tips and tricks and methods, but you cannot blindly follow them. Like if I share read a lot of books,
Hmm.
you will not find it interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
maybe
Everybody is, different.
in the process, maybe while reading, if you get a book related to your own genre, or maybe anything that you were interested into in your childhood, maybe you get something related to that, that will trigger you and you will start reading. You
Hmm.
will go into it. Right.
Definitely.
Hmm.
You're right.
So
You are right.
so when you start putting efforts only, then you can find and you can experiment one other methods, and then you can find the one tip or trick, we can say, that work
Hmm.
well for you. What works wonders for you? Listening, reading, writing, speaking, what?
Speaking, I love speaking. And other thing I'm writing, used to I'm write my gratitude journal, what's going on
Wow.
in my life, good way. I'm not, but we should also write negative things that are happening to,
Hmm.
change our emotions, a kind of
Hmm.
self-healing.
So
If
any
viewers are.
technique which you use for manifestation, that you also have touched the point, which is manifestation. Any technique that you use.
Any technically, I used to write my goals in my diary, and also I, visualizing same thing that I write and I wrote. Actually, so I think this is the only way that I'm doing visualizing, and also, yeah, I got my first job with the help of a goal card. There is a certain, technique that we can write whatever we want in a goal card.
Hmm. Hmm.
I write every a kind of job that I want to get a job around 12,000, because that time I was a pressure. So I wrote, and I used to take that in my pocket. And every time when I touch my go into my pocket, I went into my pocket and I touched that, and I feel that yes, this is the
Visualized
thing.
again.
So
Hmm.
again visualize, and again think in a good way, because
Hmm.
throughout the day we are facing and I mean meeting so many different people and so many circumstances, troubles and going on in our life. So when we are stick with a with a fixed emotion, that time we can easily
Hmm.
relate or express a good energy, and everything is law of attraction, like we are suppressing what energy we are suppressing in this whole universe, we will get the same kind of energy. If
Absolutely.
and all the viewers, I want to tell to all the viewers that why you are saying that I can't able to learn this language, just say
No,
I
I
can learn this
can.
language. Just say, just
Absolutely.
pretend yourself that you are a native speaker. I
Mm.
pretending myself every single day. I pretending
Mm.
myself that yes, I'm a native speaker, I'm a good motivational speaker, and every time, you know, I'm standing in front of my mirror, and I, you know, sharing so many things as a
Giving
speaker.
speeches, assuming
Yeah.
that people are listening to us. I do the same.
Oh
Like
my,
not
yeah, yeah,
intention,
yeah.
I don't do intentionally, but sometimes, while reading, if I get a quote, if I some get something that you are the responsible for your
How you will?
happiness, or you are responsible for building your own life and all these things, immediately I start thinking and I start giving the lecture. Like nobody's
And
there who is listening
every,
to me, but
yes,
yes.
yes,
Hmm.
every people are thinking in this way. But whenever you think and viewers are think, just try to say loudly, try to, you know, share loudly in front of
I speak, yes.
mirror.
Because
Yeah, it's a
why I enjoy speaking nowadays, like when I speak in the mic, I am able to listen to myself and it sounds so beautiful to me. And then I speak, I keep speaking. Like when nobody's listening to
mm,
me, that happens. Okay. We have only 2 more minutes and then our meeting is going to end. There are a lot of things in my mind. I still want to discuss with you, but I think the time doesn't, I guess, permit us today. So we will have a next session. Like a lot of
yeah,
things are there still. Oh my God. Okay, you are so
yeah,
ambitious, so focused, positive, laborious,
that's a
versatile,
golden secret.
assertive. There are a lot of things about you which I can say. And I think that's what everyone needs to incorporate,
Mm.
to be grateful about whatever they have in life. And,
Mm.
water technique helps me the most. Like if I want to attract
Mm.
anything in my life, I
That's a
just
good thing.
water technique I use, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
drinking a water and
I'm
saying
also
the
doing water technique
things. Right
whenever
now, I'm
we.
not attracting anything, but I just say, like, you keep the gratitude general. But I
But we are
say all the things
attracting.
with,
We are attracting.
hmm.
We are
But I
attracting all the
say
time.
to the water everything, and then I drink it. Like, I'm thankful for everything. I repeat 3 or 5 times, and then I drink the water. That gives me the good health and the positive mindset. And also, the water technique helps me the most. I'm able to resonate way more while taking bath also. You can say these things which helps a
Mm.
lot.
With your
These are the
body,
few
like my
techniques,
body is the good.
hmm,
Mm.
which is really grateful. So there are a lot of things still, because we have same interests, same genre, I guess, in
Yeah,
reading, in watching, and like again
everything.
YouTubers. So I think there are a lot of
Mhm.
stuff which we can discuss. So I would definitely love to connect to you again. For
Definitely.
now, we have to wind this session. It is going to end already. I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to end it
yeah.
abruptly. So thank you so much for giving your precious time and for talking to me. It was lovely talking to you.
Yeah, we will do. We will do it later.
Yeah, yeah,
Again.
yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day
Yes.
ahead. Bye bye.